Welcome to the Healthy Life podcast that doesn't hold back. We discuss all subjects from wellness, healthy eating and fitness. Welcome to Healthy Life.
Hello everyone, we are at Places for Leisure in Camberley and I have the lovely Diane with me today. Hi Diane, better call you Leanne then. See, when it goes
renamed.
Honestly, tongue-tied again. Hi Diane.
Hello.
So you're here today because you offer Pilates classes that are pre-recorded, and people have up to a certain amount of like a week to watch these videos, which is great for people who are working busy office or family life. Can you tell us more about all this, please?
So I came into teaching Pilates because I'm a physiotherapist by trade, and it's always an area that interested me for looking at somebody's body holistically and then taking a movement patterning such as running, breaking it down into the various movement patterns and building that real foundation of control, because sometimes we don't necessarily realise that we're moving in a suboptimal way. So by really focusing into more specifics, people can really gain the benefit. And I use it a lot clinically for helping people recover from injuries. So being able to record for people to do the exercises online, there's a variety of different levels that people can work at, means that it's just more accessible. So people can choose when they do it, really gain all the different health benefits of movement control, flexibility, coordination, and enjoy it at the same time.
So you offer obviously from beginners right through to fairly advanced, I'm assuming. And do you have it? Do people come to you and say, "Look, my issue is I'm really stiff. I want to improve my flexibility, or I suffer with a lot of joint pains." So do you tailor it when people contact you, or is there anything different you do per person? Or
Yeah, so I have classes at beginner, intermediate, and advanced level, ante and postnatal. And I have done some bespoke classes for people in the past with specific needs. So I did a 10-minute Monday to Friday standing workout or a seated workout for somebody who had an elderly relative. So whilst the beginners, intermediate and advanced classes are for everyone, because I film really regularly, I can adapt the classes to any specific needs. So if one of my clients contacts me and says they've had a recent injury, I can tell them how they can adapt it. I can sneak in the right exercises for them into the sessions, but also, sometimes people need to take step back down a level, or I can send them specific classes that have been re-released or re-release them for them so that they suit each individual body needs.
yeah.
I think there are so many different classes available now, and through COVID, people have got used to doing online classes, but they can be very generic and potentially quite corporate.
We were saying before we came on, I think the one good thing that's come from the whole COVID situation is these online class options for so many things, and Zoom, and being able to say to you, okay, well, I'm in the office all week. My only window is this short window when the kids go to bed, and the great thing was yours is to say you can buy it, watch it anytime, as many times as you want within a week.
Yeah, and I think that flexibility works really well for some people. Timing-wise, my classes are usually between 50 to 60 minutes, so allowing that hour. But if you're at home and the doorbell goes, then you can just go and
Pause it.
Yeah, pause and restart. But for those who have less time, I also have options via my website. People pay a little bit extra with their subscription, so they can do a 30 or a 45-minute class. So it's kind of, there's all the different ways that you can work on doing it, and you don't need very much equipment. So people just need a mat and a towel. We sometimes use some Pilates bands, which a lot of people have. Might use a little ball or sometimes some weights, but just making it so that it's accessible and you can really work at the right level for you. So people can be doing exactly the same exercise, but because the Pilates approach I've taught is modified, it breaks things down into individual levels.
Yeah.
And where you might be able to do one exercise at a higher level, another one for you and your body, you do it at a lower level to make sure you're not introducing any body compensations and doing it well.
Yeah, because like I've done some stretch classes, and one thing that I've always found, I'm quite good when it comes to the boxer splits, But when it comes to certain other things where like the back arch, my back does not want to go.
Yeah.
So, I could say, I can do that, but I can't do this bit. And as you say, if there's options to tailor it or, do an alternative for those
absolutely.
moves, then that's great.
I want to make every exercise accessible, and there are adaptations there. So I'm very used to working with clients who have osteoporosis, for example, where working to excessive flexion is not suitable for their bodies. So I'll give an alternative there. Other people don't like lying on their tummy and working to extension because that causes a catching into the back. So I'm talking through all the exercises as we're doing it and adapting it as a need, with lots of, sort of physio hints and tips in there at the same time, because my clinical experience means I'm used to making exercises achievable and adaptable for anybody.
A lot of people find with Pilates at the end, they come away feeling very zen and great for your mental health and calm.
Yeah, absolutely. There are so many different benefits. I mean, it can get you to focus into your breathing control, flexibility, coordination, but you become because you're really focused on an exercise, it's very mindful and you really appreciate how your body's moving, and you learn a lot about your body and where your compensations lie. So lots of people who sit at a desk tend to be more rounded at their shoulders and get tension across the top of the shoulders. And yes, we're all now sitting up beautifully.
For those listening, we've just suddenly sat upright.
But appreciating that, everybody's body is different. So the more you understand about you and your strengths and weaknesses and your compensations, the more you can recognise that with the functional activities you're doing.
Yeah.
So I try and get people to incorporate certain things like, balancing on one leg when you're waiting for the kettle to boil, and just trying to sneak things in, not just when you're doing the class, but absolutely, because it's, you can apply the Pilates principles to everything you're doing if you then think about how to apply that. So you're always trying to prompt people to do that more than just the class, to be more appreciative and respect your body, look after it, because we've only got one. And we want to be able to maximise our body's strengths and reduce down any of those cheeky little compensations that come in that are not ideal.
Yeah, and so what's the best way for people to get hold of you? What social media platforms are you on?
So I'm at Instagram at Diane the Physio, on online www.dianethephysio.com, so nice and simple. And there are links on there to information about my physiotherapy business, which I'm promoting more personally my Pilates side, because I'm working 4 days a week as a physio, also on Facebook. So at Diane the Physio through a variety of different means, and contact me, and then I always sort of do a screening questionnaire, and I'm then available to speak to people. So there's always that personal approach. I'm always there for any of my...
speak to them and they say to you, what is it you're wanting to get out of this, and have a chat with them about all that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's important that, it's the extra thing about my business is you get me and my clinical experience, and, it's not a once you've signed up, that's it, just do the classes. I'm always there to be able to guide people and adapt things as they need to, so you get that more personal approach.
Wonderful. And Jack will put in, if you're watching this, Jack's going to put all the links underneath in the description so that you can get in touch with Diane. Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
And this is my book, Dear Anonymous. SMJ Media have been perfect in promoting my book, and if you would like to follow for more content or help out and support, then you can go to buymeacoffee.com/SMJ Media Group.